Good morning, everybody. It is cold and windy and miserable this morning. Oh, man, we got cattle to feed. We got everything warming up here. Oh yeah, you can see my breath this morning. Woo. I'm gonna pop my hood, make sure my fuse is plugged in here. Nope. Good thing I checked. My grandpa has a tendency to forget to check that. Get our scales turned on here. Front end's about froze the f up. Boy, I sure do need to give that a good cleaning. Alright. I got cold last night, boys and girls. Was not very fun. Today's not gonna be very fun either, especially with the way this wind is howling. I would not be surprised if we have to go fix some waters. So I'm probably gonna have to figure out where the f my gloves are. Spent about an hour or so yesterday down here with the skid steer cleaning out my pit. Looks a hell of a lot better than it did the other day. I take pride in my pit being kind of clean. That needs to be addressed. I want to run up like I usually do, but the air is so tight. I can feel my lips freezing up. Still ain't got enough of a beard to do this yet. Oh, hi camera. Of course, in my typical grandpa fashion, he did not turn my AC, or my heater I mean, on. Woo, shit. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see me in this mirror. Face is freaking red. Holy crap. This thing probably does need some grease at some point. I don't understand why he has to run it on number one. It's not that sensitive on number two. Come on, girl, warm her up. Now we got the silage to move, cattle to feed. Today's gonna be one of those days, the sooner we can get done, the easier day it's gonna be, I feel like. It's damn sure gonna be one of those days I do not want to get out of the truck unless I absolutely have to. I'm gonna have to stop at the house and get another heavy coat. Figured my vest would be plenty enough. Guess not. Alright, let's go to blending. Bit of foxtail right there in that bucket. I don't know where that came from. Okay, so one of the drive sprockets on our bed right there is froze up. So I'm gonna get the skid steer and finish feeding that out. Then I get to go plug the heater in and try to get that thawed out. get this turned around here and position it out of the wind. Hell, you'd have thought that warm silage would have insulated all that and get it to thaw, but evidently not. I guess first and foremost, we need to see if it starts or not. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, screw this. Oh man, I sure do love Sundays. I checked my radar and it says it feels like minus 18 out, so fabulous day, guys. Alright guys, we are back in action. Took about an hour with 2 heaters to finally get this thing defrosted out and working again. Basically the floor froze up and it wasn't allowing it to drag the silage to the front of the bed. Oh, there's a cord. Alright then. But yeah, we're finally back to rolling. Dad and Paul are still ahead of me. I'm starting to play catch up though. I've got to feed this bunch and then go back and load again and go eat. The weather's still not very forgiving, even though the sun might be out. The way that wind is blowing, it's not very fun. We've gone up a little bit on our temperature though. We're up to about 6 degrees ambient air temperature. It says it still feels like negative 12 out. I wish I could set my camera up a little bit more today, but I've been fighting the damn batteries this whole time. They're not a big fan of the cold, and neither am I. Really wish I knew where my ski goggles were. I make this go a lot easier for me personally. But what can you do? We'll mosey back over to the pit and fill up for the last time. So in the couple minutes that I was recording up at the chapel, it was cold enough, and when I came outside of the truck to shut that gate, that sucked my battery life about 30%. I had put my camera and my charger both on the heater for a little bit so my batteries wouldn't freeze up. But that just goes to show how cold it is. I've even got the good white batteries for my GoPro, so they're supposed to be able to handle this kind of weather a little better. Oh well. Anyways, with that being said, if you guys don't know by now, TikTok has been banned in the United States of America, and they're working on a solution to bring it back when Trump gets into office. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be stepping up my game, trying to pump out as many videos as I can so I can keep everybody entertained, because that's what I enjoy doing, is keeping you guys entertained. So, I've been absolutely promoting the crap out of this channel, but if you guys could promote it a little bit, I would genuinely appreciate that. All it takes is about 5 seconds of your time. All you gotta do is hit that like button, subscribe, and share the channel with some of your friends. Another announcement I would like to make is we're gonna start trying something out on the weekends with this channel. When TikTok Live was still kind of booming in the farming simulator industry, I used to live stream on there a lot. I started doing that about a year ago, and I kind of grew on there pretty good. So now, I did my last stream yesterday, and I'm kind of sad about it, but at the same time, I really want to pursue this YouTube channel. So, with that being said, we're going to start doing a Farm Sim Saturday/Sunday. I'll let you guys know with updates throughout the week what we're going to be doing. But the idea is either every Saturday or every Sunday. We might switch it up sometimes too, you never know. We will be doing a Farming Simulator live stream, and I will be uploading it to YouTube after I'm done streaming, so you can go back and kind of catch up and recap on what we did that day. I know some of you guys enjoy the Farming Simulator more than the IRL farming, but I sadly don't have the time to sit there and record for half a day and spend the next half of a day trying to get it all edited when I'm trying to pump out these kinds of videos. like that's a good balance for everybody and everyone can enjoy that. And then at that point, if you're watching the farming simulator, you get a nice raw, uncut version of the game. All right, I think we started this up enough. Another thing I've been fighting here is that the silage trunks have been freezing onto the bed, and it's just not very pleasant. All right, let's put one. Actually, let's just double check our weight here. 1,700 pounds. So yeah, pretty much another bucket. This thing has been causing a headache. We need to get that fixed. I don't know if it's sliding off of its hinge or the hinge is just brutally screwed up or what, but you gotta really finagle it. So I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take all of that apart and weld on the door. I've had to do that on our Dodge pickup before. It wasn't too big of a deal, but it didn't have as many electronics in the door as this one does. All right, that's not what I wanted to do. We're just gonna back drag you out of there. There we go. That's what I want, right there. Knock that shelf off. Like I said earlier, I mean, this is some pretty good silage. It's a wonder how far we've come over the past 10 years doing silage. When we first, as far as I remember, when we built this pit and started feeding a lot of silage, we used to have our neighbors come in and they had I believe it was a 5810, I think. I don't remember what the exact model of their chopper was, but it was an older John Deere with a 4-row head, or hell, it might have even been a 3-row head. And they had a pull behind dump wagon. We'd chase them around with the grain trucks and dump it in the pit, pack it in with the 4455. And then about 5 years ago, we bought our first very own chopper. It was a 6710 John Deere with a 6-row head, and it wasn't a bad machine by any means. We used to spread inoculant every dump to help it ferment a little better and not mold as much. It worked out pretty good. We'll just go ahead and take this back up to the shed. It worked out great, but it didn't process it the way we wanted it to. It didn't cut it up into those really fine samples of flakes of leaves and corn. Until we got our John Deere 7400 a couple years ago, which we've been running ever since. It's got a 6-row head on it. That thing does a phenomenal job. We couldn't be more pleased with it. Well, I take back what I just said about 30 seconds or so ago. Hopped on my phone and TikTok works again. So, Gabe Johnson was my first person I saw on the For You page, so that's a great pull. I love my boy Gaby. If you guys want to see him and I collab on some GMT 800 projects, you let me know down in the comments section. Throw that over here. Let's hope to God this thing ain't froze back up. Take her nice and slow. Oh yeah, we're moneying. Oh, good morning, Mr. Bull. All right. You got a heifer trying, or she ain't even a heifer, she's an old cow. Sorry for the terminology mistake. She was trying to ride him regardless. That's these taken care of. Dad and Paul are somewhere over there. I'm almost caught up to them, but not quite. Maybe I can catch them before they get done. That'd be the goal, because technically speaking, I should be about 20-30 minutes behind them. Now you guys just wait till all this unfreezes and thaws out and becomes a muddy mess. One of us, aka my dad, my grandpa, or I, are guaranteed to get something stuck right here. Not exactly my grandpa, he's smart enough to back out. Me and Dad, on the other hand, we try to push our luck sometimes because we get into a hurry. Well, the wind's kind of laid off a little bit. It was pretty damn nippy this morning whenever I walked out. You can see the dust flying. Now this chain is cold. I should have worn my gloves. That's just me being stubborn though. Okay, on to the next. Yeah. Boy, we're playing a risky game here. Feeding them on the north side of the trough. Couldn't tell you the last time I've fed them on this side of the hill. We usually just feed them over there because it's so slick right here. I am caught back up though. That's a plus. Somewhat. Come on, girls. Come on, you spoiled bitches. We'll go ahead and drop her down a 4 low just to be safe. I'm just gonna get up here and back out. Feel like that's my safest option here. The dogs look very happy to be in there right now. I don't know if he's got Clyde in there or not. It's all lucky anyways. All right, let's bounce across the way here. Oh wow, he's already fed all the bales out of that row. I knew it was starting to run out a little bit, but damn, I didn't think it would go that fast. Makes a difference though when you're feeding 6 or so bales a day over here. Oh, they were even nice enough to leave the gate open for me. Now y'all better move out of my way. Come on. I see you up there, Mr. Bull. You tell your girls to move if they want more food. Man, I really should start singing about cattle. Use the horn for a beat. Now, really? You dingleberry. You sure are a smart cookie there, Mr. Bull. But you got out of my way, so that's what matters. I could do a Christmas song and use like multiple jingle bell horns, I guess. Be like, jingle bells, your cattle smell. Yeah, I don't know. I'm out of ideas. It's in the books. We're gonna put it into the books because it's gonna be a work in progress. Come on, calves. Hey, I wrote that tag. Wrote a lot of these tags this year. Only way I can tell the difference between if I wrote it or my grandpa wrote it, I write my twos a very specific way. He does his like 2 and I make a loop. I almost make it look like a cursive too, I guess, if that makes any sense. It's kind of weird. I don't see very many people do it like that. All right, last group of the day. Can't believe I caught up to them so fast. They were done at home when I was just getting started. Come on. Come on, Mr. Bull. Come on, brother. Hello.
Yeah, make sure you get empty.
I am.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Come on, girls. Move her along. I even underloaded a little bit because I knew I was going to have to get empty. Come on. Move her along, calves. There you go. Alright, we'll go out here. I'll look in there and double check, make sure I'm empty. If not, we'll just make a little pile out here. God damn. Alright, gang, that's gonna do it for this one. I'm gonna get out of here, point this thing towards home, and get her put back in the shed. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe or follow the page. And I'll see y'all in the next one. You've been watching Brennan Hunt Custom with your boy Brendan. I'll see you guys next time.